don't know if you guys know who I am or why I'm here, but I live in the United States, but I'm living here this year as an exchange student in Vietnam, and I go to everyone who's in it. But yeah, so I've been doing presentations in the English classes about different things from America. So I'm going to do a presentation about American food. And if I start talking too fast, tell me, because I tend to talk fast when I talk in front of people. But anyway, American food. These are the typical American foods that because I've traveled, and when I go to other countries, these are the foods that people always associate with America. And that's French fries, apple pie, hot dogs, peanut butter, and obviously hamburgers. And it's not really true that we always eat these foods. We don't eat hamburgers all the time. It's not true. And everybody thinks that we always do, but I eat more hamburgers here than I do there. Peanut butter, we eat a lot of peanut butter. Every day at school, most of the people bring a sandwich of peanut butter and jelly, and that's the most typical thing to eat for lunch. French fries, we do eat a lot of French fries, and we always put a bunch of ketchup on them. Apple pie is just for special occasions like Christmas and Thanksgiving, but we don't actually eat it that often. And hot dogs are something that we only eat at carnivals or fairs or things like that. We don't usually eat them every day. The thing that a lot of people don't know is that there's a lot of international influence on American food, because there's people in America from all different parts of the world, and so obviously they bring their traditions and their foods. And so we eat a lot of Mexican food, like tacos and enchiladas, and we eat a lot of Italian food, like pastas and Italian Mediterranean salads. And we also eat a lot of Chinese food and Thai food, like stir fries. And we eat more, at least in my house and my friends, we eat more food from like this than we eat hamburgers and French fries and things like that. But it really depends on the family. The meal structure is a lot different than here. We eat breakfast at 7 a.m. and on weekends we eat breakfast like this. We eat eggs and bacon and sausage and pancakes and toast, and it's huge. It's probably the biggest meal of the day. But we don't eat like that every morning. Usually before school we have cereal or something like that. For lunch, which is at 12:30, that's the smallest meal of the day. So it's the opposite of here. So we just eat, like I said, peanut butter and jelly sandwich is really normal. Then for dinner, which is usually the biggest meal, we eat like meat or tacos or hamburgers or something like that. This is steak, which is another really typical dinner with mashed potatoes. And for snacks, the problem in America is we eat a lot of snacks, and they're really, really unhealthy. We eat a lot of potato chips like that they have a lot of chemicals in them. We eat a lot of candy, a lot of just bad snack foods, because there's a lot of time in between lunch and dinner, and a lot of time between dinner and when we go to bed, so we get hungry when we eat. Other eating habits that were just interesting things that I thought I should mention. Chocolate chip cookies are really, really common, and we make them all the time. If we're over at my friend's house and we don't have anything to do, let's make cookies, and they're really, really good. And the chocolate chip cookies are the most typical American cookie, and we make them a lot. Coffee, we drink a lot of coffee, and we don't drink it in little coffees like you do here. This is a small. That's a small coffee, and the big ones are like this big, and I drink 2 or 3 a day. And that's normal. We drink a lot of coffee, but they're coffees with sugar and chocolate and cream and everything in them, so it's not actually that much caffeine. We eat a lot of organic food, which is this, and organic fruits and vegetables are fruits and vegetables that they grow without chemicals and without pesticides, so they don't have any unhealthy chemicals and stuff in them. And just recently, those have been really popular in the U.S. and they're more expensive, but they're a lot better for you, and people are trying to eat more organic food. And then obviously there's fast food, which is really, really common in the U.S. But it's not like we're sitting at home and we want to have dinner. Oh, let's go to McDonald's. It's not like that. It's that we're out, we're driving somewhere, and we're hungry, and so we go to a fast food restaurant. And a big problem in the U.S. is that the fast food restaurants are really cheap. And so if you don't have very much money, if you're a poor family or you're a student, you don't have very much money, this is the easiest and cheapest way to get food. And it tastes really good, but it's really bad for you. But, I mean, when you drive down the street, you don't really see fast food restaurants. There's one McDonald's, I think, in Theater. But there, when you drive down the highway, there's, a Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Sonic, all of these things. There's like 12 fast food restaurants just right in a row. And it's too bad because it's really bad for you, but it's really